Welcome to the Lightning Round, brought to you by Moviga. I'm Steven with your weekly source for all things movies, video games, and more. Now grab your ponchos and let's catch up on this week's news. The Game Awards took place a few days ago, and it was wild. This year's Game of the Year award went to none other than Astrobot. I still haven't played it, but I've heard nothing but great things. I had a ton of fun in Astro's Playroom, so I'm glad a fun platformer like this got plenty of love at the Game Awards. We also got tons of trailers for games like The Witcher 4, Splitgate 2, a new Okami game, Borderlands 4, a Game of Thrones game, and Naughty Dog's brand new IP called Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet. No trailer for Garfield Kart 2, unfortunately, but you can't have it all. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle recently released on Xbox and PC and has been getting amazing reviews. IGN gave it a 9, and Podcast Unlocked host Ryan McCaffrey calls it the best Xbox exclusive in years. Personally, I'm a big fat Indiana Jones fan, so I was all over this, though I will say, unless your computer is from NASA, you may have some trouble. This game takes a ton of horsepower. I've had to Nintendo 64-ize my game to get it to work, even dropping it to 720p at times just to get through some cutscenes. But other than performance issues, I'm having a ton of fun, and it feels so good to have some good Indiana Jones content released for the first time, literally, in my life. Dial of Destiny is the most disappointed I've ever been leaving a theater. Don't get me started. Speaking of leaving a theater, I just did that. Lord of the Rings, War of the Rohirrim just released. I just got home from it, and I couldn't resist the giant hammer popcorn bucket. It was great. I literally just saw it a couple hours ago, so I'm still digesting it, but it was good. Definitely different seeing these locations and hearing these sounds in anime form, but I enjoyed the story, and it was a nice little side story treat for those of us who just want more time in Middle-earth. And from what I hear from smart people who read books, it keeps to the story pretty well, and the liberties it takes makes sense for the most part. So I say go see it in theaters while it's still there. There were only a few people in our theater, so hopefully it doesn't get cut out of the theater soon. But it was a great time. It was great to hear Howard Shore's theme music over the New Line Cinema logo on the big screen again. So I say go check it out. Well, it looks like the storm has passed. Be sure to check out the Moviga Podcast wherever you listen to podcasts, and find even more nerdy stuff at movigapodcast.com, where we're talking all things movies, video games, and more. I'm Steven, and thanks again for joining me this week for the Lightning Round. Yeah,